What the hell is going on, people? This is Periodic, and you see the title of the video. We are jumping back into Dragonball Z Dokkan Battle in order to ask the question, should Dokkan Battle stop adding categories into the game?
I shut it down wherever power is stored. Being real is in the past, watching cowards get on. It ain't kill me, so it's making me stronger. And these bite-sized rappers now sensing my hunger.
So that's the main question. Should Dokkan Battle just stop adding categories and instead simply fill out their current categories? So as you can see here, there are a lot of categories in the game. Obviously, we're just looking at one row because it's just showing the English and the Japanese, translation of it. But there are a lot. Look at this. This is actually insane, starting from A to essentially Z. And if we take a look at some of the most recent and some of the first ones ever, then you can see that even from the beginning, the categories have been a mixed bag of success, meaning some of them have been good, some of them have been terrible. A lot of overlap has, come about because of all of these categories that are added into the game. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the most recent ones. Connected Hope. This is for global. AGL Pycon, the lead. And then you have kind of a weird meandering of characters. You have the AGL Majin Vegeta LR. You have the Spirit Bomb Goku, Tech Oob, 1000 Day Goku, the Super Saiyan 2 Angel Vegeta, Physical Bardock, and then the 3-year anniversary Gogeta. And then if we scroll down, it's not a really huge category. It's an okay size. Let me just say that right now. It's not massive, but it's an okay size. You got Physical T in there, Seal Tanks is in there, Physical Future Gohan, I'm sorry. Rage Goku, the Planetamic Goku, Easy A, Int Gogeta, this Super Saiyan 2 to Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Int Gotenks, etc., right? So all in all, this is an okay category, as particularly for Pycon. You'll probably put like Nail on there since he links up best with Pycon, and then you'll be able to put an Angel Goku, possibly the Int Goku there, which would fulfill that. Goku and Vegeta Angel here would fulfill that. But all in all, it looks like maybe 2 or 3 characters that you'll be able to fulfill his unit super attack condition of having an Angel Goku or an Angel Vegeta, right? This physical Vegeta there. So very limited category, and not that cohesive, but passable. This would probably get like a C for my ratings. Now, if we go to what the Genemba category is, corroded body and mind, this is, I don't know, some of these categories are just like other categories, just slightly bigger, right? So this is miser bodies that have been afflicted by conditions such as possession or switching, right? So you got Genemba because it was the janitor, the janitor guy that got taken over by all the evil. And then you have like Baby, right? Majin Vegeta, LR Rose, Goku Black, Cooler Army because essentially he fused with the star. You have, Zamasu there, and then you have kind of like just a smorgasbord of different characters. Dabura, another Metal Cooler, Mass Saiyan, etc. This, you can make a team out of these characters, but it's going to be very, very small, right? There's really like 6 or 7 good cards that you're going to be able to run together, maybe 8. But with that said, it's going to be tricky, like getting a good. You could probably make like maybe 1, maybe 2 good teams. So again, this I would probably say because it's a little bit more cohesive. You have some Rose Goku Blacks, you have with Goku Blacks, Genembas with other Genembas, things like that, coolers with other coolers. I'd probably give this like a C+ in terms of a category, but maybe just a C. Maybe I'll bump it down to a C, but because of its size, right? Yes, a lot of these characters can link up with each other, but it's a very small category. Look at this. This is just tiny. And then let's keep going. Planetary Destruction. So Broly obviously introduced the Planetary Destruction category. And this is actually a pretty good category. So again, it's going to not be the biggest category in the world, but in terms of building an extreme team with this, it's pretty good. You have the legendary Broly. You can link him with the LR Tech Broly. Obviously, when we get the same name update, you can also put on the Strength LR Broly on there. You got Turles you can put in there. If you want to put some cells, you can, including the LR Int cell. If you want to put some Friezas, you can. You have a good amount of Friezas, the EZA Frieza, the Intelligence one, the AGL one, the free-to-play one, including the free-to-play Cooler. You actually have a pretty good mix of characters. Strength Coolers on here, Int Kid Buu, even though maybe you'd only pair him up with the Tech Buff Buu, right? You have Transforming Frieza. You have Tech Golden Frieza, very good. Not really any super units on here, barely any at all, and you probably wouldn't put these guys on the team. But, LR Strength Frieza, whoopsie, the EZA on him is absolutely fantastic. So you can actually make a really good team. Again, the size is pretty small, but the amount of teams you can put together is actually pretty good. You can make 2-3 good teams out of here. So I'd probably give this like a B-. Again, size not very large, so B-, maybe a B in terms of categories. But so far, we've had C, C, and B, right? B-ish. And then, let's go over the last one, Space Traveling Warriors. This is one of the latest categories that came out, right? When Strength Bojack came out for Global. And this is another category that's pretty good, actually. Look at this. This is a good size category. And you can make a lot of different teams on here. If you want to go super, you can go super. If you want to go extreme, you can. And the fact that he is the Strength Bojack as a support for this category is actually fantastic. You can make a Universe 11 team with the Bojack, with the LR Jiren. And then you can scroll down here. You can put AGL Dispo on here. You can end up putting the Int Topo here. You can put Vados to give everybody a nice little buff. You can put the Strength Topo. You can put the Strength Jiren, and boom, you have a Universe 11 team. Or if for whatever reason you want to make kind of like a Realm of Gods type of squad, you can do that too, right? If we scroll down, you can put Strength LR Beerus and Whis right there. You can put not the AGL Vados. You could put the physical, or the Strength Vados, the Strength Whis, I'm sorry, here. Intelligence Vados, throw them on. Physical Beerus, put them in there as well. And then boom, you have a very good squad, and kind of like maybe fill it out with a Strength Topo or whatever. That's just super. If we want to go the extreme route, we can as well. Look at all these extreme LRs. You got the Int Bojack that you can link perfectly with Strength Bojack. You have LR Turles. You have both of the Strength Friezas. The Vegeta Nappa, if you want to throw some characters on there that are like the Saiyans and whatnot. But even on extreme, you can make a few different good squads, few different good character teams that would actually work out very, very well. So this is actually a pretty good category. This category I'd probably say is like an A, maybe an A-, at worst a B+, because you can make great teams from both super and extreme. So this is a good category. This is a very, very good category. Now, let's take a look at some wonky categories. Shadow Dragons. Shadow Dragons needs help. Shadow Dragons definitely needs help. So let's take a look at Shadow Dragons. You have In Gogeta, obviously. You have the Shadow Dragons physical, Omega. You also have the Tech Nova, and you have the physical Nova. And then that's about it for Shadow Dragons, right? You can put the Oceanus if you want. You can put this Omega Shenron instead. But that's really it. You don't have enough Shadow Dragons to make a good team. He's just not good enough on more recent events. He has 0 defense, he'll die. This Oceanus Shenron is actually pretty good. Same thing with either this Tech Nova Shenron or the Physical Nova Shenron. You can use either 3 of them, even though their links are very wonky. So they're not going to share that many links with other Shadow Dragons, right? Gentleman, Cold Judgment, Shocking Speed, GT, Shadow Dragons, Revival, Fierce Battle. Let's take a look at the Shadow Dragons. Let's say you want to link them up with Oceanus. Look at this. Battlefield Diva, Metamorphosis, Speedy Retribution, Shattering the Limit. So you're really just looking at Cold Judgment for defense, Shadow Dragons, attack and defense, and GT for 2 key attack and defense, 10%. 3 links, pretty good links, not going to lie, pretty good links, but not going to be, is not going to be across the board solid. And then, like I said, you're not going to be using this guy. Maybe you'll use this guy because he's a pretty good easy A. But again, Brutal Beatdown, Fear and Faith, Big Bad Bosses. And then you have Shocking Speed, GT, Shadow Dragons, and Fierce Battle. So again, the first 3 links are kind of useless because this is more for like extreme units. You're just really not going to use him on Shadow Dragons. And then for Super Saiyan 4s, we have the Gogeta. We have both of these guys. And then we have like Gogeta here. Now, obviously on Global, we don't have the same name update. So you would want to bring this Super Saiyan 4 on there. But on JP, you could potentially bring these 2 along. Or I'm sorry, this AGL one along. And then the Strength Goku when he gets a... Oh, that's right. The Strength Goku is not on this category because he is not from the Shadow Dragon Saga. He is from the Baby Saga. Haha, that's funny. So there's that, right? Very small category. You can really only make 1 team off of this. Gogeta, both LRs, Super Saiyan 4 Goku here. So that's 2, 3, 4 characters. And then you can put Gogeta on there, but again, he gets absolutely destroyed in tougher events. That's 5. And then who else are you going to put? Pan? You're going to put like, I mean, what can you really do here with other characters? You can't really do much. So since this is a category that you can't even really make a team out of, I'd say this is like a D minus. D minus. And this is one of the earliest categories in the game. So even back then, they were doing weird stuff. World Tournament, another team that actually has some good characters on it, but like they're all free to play. They're all free to play. So you look at someone like Jackie Chun, you look at LR, Tien and Chaozu, free to play unit. LR Hercule, free to play unit. Goten and Trunks, trash. And then you have some good free-to-play units here, but like you're not going to really be beating a lot of strong teams with this. You're not going to be beating very strong events with these teams. You have joke characters on here. Like, this is just not it. You know what I mean? And this is one of the oldest categories in the game. This needs to be taken seriously and actually turned into something strong. Even something like Hybrid Saiyans. You could make a solid team on it, but can it be better? Yeah. So let's take a look. Tech Gohan, absolutely fantastic, right? And I'm talking about like, let's link some good characters together. So Tech Gohan, LR AGL Gohan, sure. Gobro, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, yes. Yes. And then what else can you throw on here? Yeah, you can probably fill in a few other slots with some of these characters. This category is actually kind of misleading because it has a lot of good units on here, but in terms of like making a really strong, overpowered team, I would not say that Hybrid Saiyans is that. I would say that it's definitely Pure Saiyans. Pure Saiyans is a much stronger team with a lot more units that you can customize and put in different spots. As you can see, it's way bigger. So Hybrid Saiyans, even though at first glance you're like, hey, that's actually a pretty good category, it is. I would say it's probably like a B plus at best. It's not A. Because it's kind of, I don't want to say it's top heavy because it's not. It's got a lot of good mid cards in it. And it also has some good heavy hitters. It's got some very good heavy hitters, but then it's got a lot of cards that you would think are good, but aren't really that good. Easy A Super Saiyan 2 Gohan gets absolutely destroyed in a bunch of events. Goten, good orb changer, but gets absolutely destroyed. Strength Gohan, Ultimate Gohan, trash, right? So you have like a lot of cards that you have some standouts like this Gohan, but again, he gets demolished in events. This Trunks is fantastic, probably the best out of all of these strength units I'm looking at there. And then if you look at intelligence, you have some good solid units, some free-to-play options and stuff like that, but it's not like jumping out of you. It's got a lot of good medium cards and then some really good high-end cards. So what I want to see them do, what I would really like to see them do is stop with the categories. Just hold off on making more categories. Hold off and start adding more characters into certain categories. Start adjusting, start fixing that, because you look at something like Dragon Ball Seekers, which is probably like the most egregious problem here. You have some characters that are Dragon Ball Seekers, but then there's some blatant people missing out of it. So, for example, let's take a look at this Vegeta. This is Vegeta from Dokkan Battle, all right? This man ain't even really from DBZ. He's a crossover character. He is not on the crossover category. Even though he's got this in his name, like, he's not on the crossover category. Yet he's on Dragon Ball Seekers, okay? This same character has an LR card. There he is, literally the same character. Yet he's not on Dragon Ball Seekers. He is not on Dragon Ball Seekers. Yet the only reason Vegeta and Nappa went to Earth, the only reason was to obtain the Dragon Balls. Because they heard it when Raditz had his scout around. That's where the Dragon Balls were, and that's what they were going to use to revive Goku. So they didn't care about Raditz. They didn't care about Goku either. Kakarot, it's like whatever. It's a weak, low-class warrior saying that, him and his brother killed themselves, right? They defeated each other in battle. They're both low-class warrior Saiyans. These guys are elites. They can care less. Even though they're the last of Saiyans, they can care less. They're like good riddance. So the only reason they went to Earth is so Vegeta can get immortality with the Dragon Balls. And yet they're not on Dragon Ball Seekers. And there's a lot of examples of that. So Dokkan really needs to put the brakes on creating these wacky, strange categories. You guys know what I'm talking about. Special pose, right? Like, does this need to exist? Does it really need to exist? Of course not. Yet we have it anyway. And we don't have more characters than low-class warriors. It's just very strange. It's just very, very strange. So hopefully they take a break from introducing brand new categories and instead start adding characters into categories that they should belong in and creating more leaders for already existing categories. I think that would be the best bet. If you agree, let me know in the comments below. If you want to watch more videos like this, you got to be subscribed. Click that blue join button. Become a Boomer Elite and a Boomer Champion like Chris Gonzalez of Wolverine Gaming. If you want to do it the free-to-play way, that's fine too. Go ahead and gently rub that sub button. Gingerly ring that bell button. Lovingly kiss the like button. As always, this is Periodic. See y'all in the next video.